Hey everybody, I'm sitting here with John Marcynuk, the production designer of Supernatural. We're backstage in one of the bars that you probably most certainly built, designed, and have used many times in many different occasions. Is that right? Am I close there?
It's more or less correct. We try and exploit a lot of sets that we already have standing on stage. Mm-hmm. And by that we rework them, but we rework them quite majorly. This bar was actually a previous incarnation from episode 1, mm-hmm. and we ended up driving a vehicle through some doors that were there into the bar and had a bit of a fight.
Awesome. Awesome.
For episode 4, Sin City, we reworked it into a bar that was quite a difference in ambience, quite a difference in color and in vibe. That was more of a rundown place, a kind of roadside bar.
Okay.
This was supposed to be a bar that belonged to a small town that had lost its clientele and then been kind of rediscovered by, let's say, the bad guys.
I had a chance to peek in where Dean was trapped from
the sort of the culmination of episode 304, Sin City. We designed a basement which was essentially like a wine keeping basement, a wine place, and it was very detailed in not so far in just the look, mm-hmm. but how we lit it, how we had to basically collapse portions of it, mm-hmm. How that the wind comes up and affects with elements of the set, the chandelier, right. Things get blown over, bottles crash, mm-hmm. Walls crack, and then eventually the ceiling's coming down.
Just comes down, yeah.
What takes place in essentially is a few minutes on screen time takes literally weeks to plan, design, build, paint.
How does that go? You get the script, how soon ahead before you have to actually start, before they call action for the first time?
Often about 3 weeks, sometimes a little more. And we have a number of sets that we reuse on stage, but we also have to build sets completely new. Our show doesn't have any standing sets,
right.
In particular. There's nothing that we go back to very often, other than maybe one, which is Bobby Singer's set. Otherwise, we take what's either on stage or we build completely new, according to what the story demands are. We're very experienced. We've been doing this for a few years. Right. This is my first year production designing, but I was art director for the last 2. Okay. And we've had very many of the same people in place during all those years. We're fairly dramatic. Right. In what we do here. We're fairly focused on sending a vibe to the audience through the set scenery. What we do with essentially with wood and with paint is very much what actors do with flesh and blood, except we design hard sets. And create environments that don't necessarily exist.
For example, the gates of hell.
The gates of hell, not a common one.
Not some place you can just go look up in the yellow pages and say, oh hey, let's go rent that one, right?
No, we basically have to do a bit of research on what kind of ideas are present in the story initially, and then we kind of extrapolate from there into something that suits both our needs, the camera's needs, and the story's needs.
Cool. Well, me and the fans are going to keep our eye on production design through this whole season of Season 3.
Please do.
Stay on the CW source for more interviews from behind the scenes at Supernatural. This is Jason C. Great talking to you.